Hello everyone, I'm Lyman Barnes, Gloucester County Freeholder, liaison to the library, which by the way, in case you don't know, it's soon going to be Gloucester County Commissioner. They're going to be changing that, but perhaps we'll do an upcoming topic on that. We're here talking today with Ralph Bingham. He's the Executive Director of the Gloucester County Library System. And Ralph has been with the library for quite a while, and he's got a wealth of knowledge to present to all the residents. So I think we'll jump right in. Hello, Ralph. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
Good.
Yeah. I guess before we get into all the different items that you have for our residents, which are myriad and certainly a benefit to them, I guess let's get the elephant out of the room. It's been some challenging times the last 6 or 8 months.
Yeah, definitely. Since the middle of March, we've had to really revamp the way that we offer library service.
Yeah, and I imagine because with your predecessor, Ann Wodnick, she and I and you were involved with those conversations back 6 or 7 years ago when we started to talk about moving the library in a more electronic delivery format.
Right.
So I guess a lot of those items that were planted back then, those seeds, have been a little bit helpful moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we, over the past several years, have added quite a few, electronic resources, downloadable books. Our digital branch, basically our website, www.gcls.org, has access to e-books, e-audio books, movies, TV shows. We also offer online reference help, so you can log in and chat with the librarian there. And we've added some interesting things. During the pandemic, we added BrainFuse, which is an online tutoring service. So that's getting a little bit more use now that school's back in session. So we really did that to help our families be able to help their students. And another thing that we added was Creative Bug, which is a crafting, do-it-yourself type of website where you can get expert advice on how to do things. So to help people entertain themselves and make use of their time while they're at home.
Yeah, no, I mean, and certainly everyone's looking to do that right now. I find myself that I'm taking care of little projects that have been sitting around the house for years because I'm there most of the time working from home and I get to see them. And to speak to that, the library's been focused on just the breadth of age ranges, correct, for providing online content and support?
Yeah, we really had to pivot in March pretty immediately, especially when the governor had the executive order that said that our buildings couldn't be open. And we decided at that point that we needed to continue to offer things like story times and book discussions and things like that. So we've used, right now, we're using an online platform like a lot of people use for their family conferences and business conferences, and we offer book discussions that way, so it's a live discussion with a group. We also, from the beginning, started offering making videos of pre-recorded videos of story times and other content by our staff. So cooking, STEM videos, local history videos. Right now on our YouTube site, we have over 250 videos that we've created since March. So it's been quite an undertaking, and I'm really thankful for our staff. They've really worked really hard.
Yeah, that's terrific, and to provide some of those outlets for people to just free themselves, maybe get their minds off of their day-to-day now, which has been entirely disrupted.
Right.
And be able to utilize the services that are online. But also, I mean, the library, and by the way, the library has been open since July, correct?
July the 6th, yes.
And although limited capacity, but the online and the telephone assistance has always been available.
Yes, yeah, we never stopped providing that service from day one. We also offer a no contact pickup service now too, which is something new that we've added in June.
So the process there is people either go online or call in and reserve a book?
They would go online. If you go to our website, you can go online. You basically, once you get notification that you're hold, your books are there, so you need to place your materials on hold like you normally would. Once they get that notification, they go to our website, make an appointment for a pickup at their branch where they want to pick it up, and then it's just a matter of, going at your appointed time.
That's great, and it makes people feel safer, which
Exactly.
obviously is something we all need to be concerned about. And the other thing that, at least I've heard anecdotally through some of the residents, that the e-books have increased substantially.
We have, our usage probably is up at least 40%, maybe 50%, depending on, the platform that we're talking about. But, our Hoopla platform is, really been used a lot, and which is great. That's what it's there for. So all of those things are on demand. There's no wait on that platform. People can check things out, and read them. I've been using it, so.
Yeah, and again, fantastic service provided by the library. And it's interesting, have you seen a discernible shift from the younger patrons toward the technology and embracing it now with the Zoom calls and going online?
I think so. And what's really interesting to me is how everybody's embraced that technology. I mean, we have a lot of our normal book clubs, while it has been a struggle to get started, even with staff getting used to, meeting online. We had staff meetings online, and so we kind of practiced first that way. But I think our younger folks do take to the things like the creative bug that's the stories that I'm hearing, that we have a lot of middle school, high school kids kind of using that to just learn to do something new.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And it's funny, one of the best stories that I still carry with me, and I heard, again, this goes back to I don't know, 6-7 years ago, I guess, with the library. They were having story time for the younger kids, 2 and 3-year-olds essentially. And one of the kids had a Dr. Seuss book out, and they kept swiping the cover.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
They didn't understand the concept of an actual book, a hard copy book.
Exactly.
So they're much more adaptable.
Yes, definitely. And what's interesting is we just had our summer reading program that we finished, and we did that virtually this year. So usually we have, as you know, a lot of these big events throughout the summer where we have large groups of kids and families, and there's no way we could do that this year. It just would not have been safe. So we used an online platform to register people. And really, it was pretty successful. We had almost 7,000 books read by everyone who registered, which I think is a pretty impressive number under the circumstances. The online platform issued over 8,000 badges for different activities that people did. So out of over 900 participants, it was a pretty good summer, as really as good or better than we had hoped under the circumstances. And we offered over 100 virtual programs throughout the summer, with almost 30,000 views on our Facebook within the first day. So very successful, and our community is really just embraced the technology in that way.
Yeah, it's great. And the fact that the library can provide not only the outlets, but the support systems, again, through the gamut of ages, from young to seniors, as well as the educational support, now that school's getting back in. And the unfortunate reality is we are in a new normal here. And the pragmatic aspect of that is a little bit daunting, because as much as we would like to think that come January or come March or whatever the case may be, things are going to start to shift back, we have to be prepared for the fact that we may be in for a lot longer haul than anyone is hoping for at this point.
Yeah, we have been planning basically from before, even a little bit earlier into March. We were having a lot of discussions about what we were going to do. If we had various scenarios with the library, if we had to limit service, if we had to close, and we're still working on that. We're working through our planning just to make sure we can have the libraries be as safe as we can, and so offering all these different new services like the curbside, the no contact pickup, and the virtual programming, and limiting the number of people in the library, and all of those things have really helped. And our community has been very receptive to all these changes. So it's been great.
No, that's great to hear. I mean, I personally have heard nothing but good things, and typically if there are frustrations out there, you know, I'll get wind of them. And just so everyone knows, the Library Commission is a separate entity. They have their own budget and funding sources, and the Board of Freeholders works in concert with them, and I happen to be fortunate enough to be the liaison to the library, but the library is largely autonomous with what they do. So we try and support each other with regard to how we're best servicing the needs of the residents. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it's important for people to know that, so they can see your face now when they need somebody there, they can go to the library.
Exactly.
And I know you're very responsive to that and people's
Definitely.
needs.
Yeah, I'm always very happy to hear from, you know, our community. We want to be providing, you know, what they want us to provide. So.
No, fantastic. So we covered some of the challenges and the ways that you're looking to overcome some of those obstacles with the residents. I guess the message on that part is, if people have a question, or even if they think they may want to call, right?
They can email me, they can call me. Our staff will, even if they contact through our website, say our reference staff or our branch staff, you know, my virtual door is always open, you know, so I can help answer those questions.
Great to know. I know that from the 2 o'clock in the morning phone calls.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the stuff that's coming up. You know, what are the things on the horizon that the library is looking to put forward to the residents?
Well, that's an interesting question, because, you know, right now I'm working on our budget and trying to see where we're going to end up next year. I think we're going to focus really a lot on trying to reach out to our community in the coming year and get an idea of what they would like us, do some surveys, see what they would like us to provide. We need to get to do a little of planning in that area. As far as specific things, we're looking at, you know, various new resources, perhaps some new things related to genealogy, some additional things along those lines. But right now, it really has just been doing trying to plan for what's next with, you know, the pandemic.
And a lot of the individual branches have their own little kind of modular aspects of what they do and deliver, correct?
Exactly. You know, the planning, we do a lot of our program planning at each branch, so the branch managers and their staff do that. So we customize our programming based on that community's needs. We try to do some overall things, especially with the virtual programming now, we're able to do a little more, you know, central coordination. But as far as, you know, the individual branch, we, you know, select our materials based on that community's needs. We do programming based on their needs. So our branch managers, it's their job to kind of keep their finger on the pulse, so to speak, of the community.
No, great. And I think, and again, just to remind everyone that you can go to www.gcls.org.
Right.
You'll come to the main page and you can look up all the different activities that are going on and at each branch and the timing, and as well as all the other services.
Exactly. You know, we're constantly reviewing that list of virtual programs that we're doing. We're looking at trying to create some more diverse programming this year on all different aspects of our community. So it's really a focus for this year, is to really find out how we can serve everybody in our community.
And I saw that there's an event coming up with the Maker Studio over at the college.
Well, what we've done at the college is we have the Innovation Studio on the campus, and we've been able
Sorry,
to,
I'm dating myself.
That's fine.
The Maker Studio,
Yeah.
when we started it back when we did that at Mullica Hill.
So the Innovation Studio is open now 2 days a week. We haven't opened our maker spaces at our branches yet, just because they're fairly small spaces and we don't feel we can do that safely yet. But we are open on RCSJ on the campus there, and if you need help with finding where that is, that information is on our website. But we're open 2 days a week, Tuesday and Thursday. It's staffed by appointment, and people can come in and use the 3D printers. We have a laser cutter there. We have some other other equipment related to digital media editing, things like
Creating
that.
the animation activities that are there.
Exactly.
This is something for the parents to realize when you're stuck at home trying to homeschool and you need to get out for a little break. The Innovation Studio at the County College, which is part of the system, you can go there and do some fun activities with your kids. So I guess in general, understandably, you're working on a plan.
Mm-hmm.
You're working in conjunction with also a lot of the other state library systems.
Yes, I have been pretty actively keeping in touch with my colleagues at other county libraries involved. There's a statewide library cooperative on the board of the cooperative, and I'm the chair of the reopening task force for that, for the cooperative, and working with a team of really talented people to create a reopening plan. We actually did that in the spring, and it's helped a lot of libraries. So I've been pretty busy over the past few months.
As it should be. That's good, though. It's good busy.
Yeah.
So I guess in summary, what do you want to leave people with?
I just want to, basically let the community know that we are here, we're open, and we're offering pretty much all the services that we have been offering as we always have from the county library system. So, come in, use the library if you feel safe to do so. That we have computer access. You can come in and browse the collection, pick up what you need. You can make use of the no contact pickup, and use our website, www.gcls.org.
One thing I do want to mention, everyone, we have conducted this discussion with appropriate social distancing and taking all the safety precautions that one normally would. So just so everyone knows, we're not dismissive of that. So Ralph, I want to thank you very much for coming in today and having a little chat. It's great.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You won't be saying that after the next time, will you? All right, well, thanks again, Ralph. I appreciate it. And again, everyone, Ralph Bingham, Executive Director of Gloucester County Library Service. Thanks very much for watching.